Nestled in the heart of Montana lies a small, unassuming town, a place where everyone knows each other's name, yet secrets linger in the shadows. Moving here seemed like a fresh start, but even in this quiet town, unsettling stories begin to emerge. Tales whispered between friends and classmates of strange things that shouldn't be. The newcomer listens carefully, piecing together each eerie story as they begin to wonder what lies hidden in the dark corners of this peaceful place. One night, a close friend, known as H, shared his family's terrifying encounter. It was a night like any other. H's family slept peacefully in their rooms, but suddenly H's mother awoke to a violent tug on her hair, an invisible hand dragging her from her bed. She cried out, her husband struggling to pull her back as she clutched her head in pain. The room felt darker, heavier, as if an unseen presence watched with malicious intent. But then, as suddenly as it began, the grip loosened. Silence fell, leaving behind only the lingering terror of what had just happened. C's story is one that few in town dare to repeat, a tale of something ancient and unknown lurking on the reservation. It happened during a family camping trip. As night fell, C heard his sister M calling out to him from the woods, her voice familiar, yet distant. Curious, he wandered into the trees, searching for her, but found only shadows and silence. When he returned to camp, there she was, sitting by the fire, confused when he asked if she had called for him. Those who know the story whisper of a skinwalker, a creature that can take the voices of others to lure its prey. There's a house from the past that haunts the storyteller's father, a place filled with unexplained events. One quiet afternoon, while home alone, he was startled by the voice of a long-forgotten Valentine's Day bear speaking on its own, breaking the silence with a chilling, mechanical whisper. He looked around, feeling uneasy, as though the house itself was watching. Another day, he heard the thud of his hunting rifle falling to the floor, but when he approached, he saw it had fallen away from the wall, as if it had been pushed. In those moments, he felt the house's resentment, an anger he couldn't explain and would never forget. Even in a small town, not every encounter is a frightful one. One evening, Kay, the storyteller's young half-sister, shared something strange. She claimed that Big Grandma, who had passed away not long ago, had come to visit her. Kay spoke of a conversation moment filled with warmth and familiarity. She told her father that Big Grandma mentioned a Rose. Confused, he called his mother, who revealed that Rose was indeed Big Grandma's best friend. In that small town, they realized, perhaps the departed sometimes return, not to haunt, but to pass on a message of peace. But some places are bound to stir nightmares, no matter how much time passes. Behind the storyteller's old school sits an abandoned house, a place of childhood nightmares. Even as a small child, they dreamt of this place, wandering its dark halls with B, a friend they hadn't yet met. Many years later, those dreams seemed to echo a forgotten memory, linking their past to an uncanny future. And as they looked upon the decaying structure, something within them felt the pull of those shadowed dreams, as though the house itself waited patiently for them to return.